Hello, my people. My name is Inka. I'm back again. The last video I made was telling you how we can install some component regarding X3. So I said in the last video that we're not going to be looking at installing the 12. Let's look at heat. And now we're at heat again. We want to install version 8. So, like we must have all the installation kits. Like I said, you need to install all the free components first. Now, the free components we are installing first here is your Apache. Now, let me install my Apache. Install my Apache. Okay. So I can maintain this. Okay. So I'm not changing anything here. I say okay. Then watch. Okay. It's installed successfully, but it cannot be started just because of something. So we'll try to troubleshoot what the error is. So finish. And I can escape this. Then let's try to start it so that we can see what the issue is. So you're trying to start your Apache and it's the requested operation has failed. Okay, fine. Good. Now, what else? What are the free components we need to install? We also need to install our Java and our uh, Notepad Plus. So let me install this first. Okay, I agree. This is good. So your Notepad is installed. Okay, and your Java. So be sure everything has been selected. So select everything again, just to be sure and be on the safer side. That is also installed successfully. Now, how do I resolve the issue on the Apache which refused to start? The Apache has refused to start, so I need to resolve that. Please take note. I when I did a video on the requirements and the specifics that needs to be in place first, which is the preparation of the server. Maybe I didn't remember to tell you that the maintenance account that you created, you need to log on to it. That is what we are using to do the installation right now. So if you look at this, so let me pick this is done already. Let me just minimize this. Remember, we are using a VM for our training. So me go. Let me go to this place where I can select the things I need. So let me maximize this. I just want to make sure. Okay, you can see that I logged in uh, with the maintenance account, so which is sage.admin. So this is done, and I think we understand how this was created. If you don't, you have to check previous video on setting up and preparing your server for the installation. So moving on, that has been logged on. Where did we stop? Okay. Okay, we were trying to check why this did not start. Okay, remember we installed our Apache, so we're trying to look for our Apache that was installed. Just let me try to get Apache that was installed. Okay, okay, okay. Now, what is actually happening is that the port assigned to your Apache is port 80. So because that the port 80 has been used, so you need to specify another port. So for that we need to we then edit it with Notepad plus. Then look for okay, let me search Control F. Let me just search for 80 since I know 80 is a port number. Okay, then I can close this. Now just this alone, 80. So I have 8080 as my port number. So that number has been assigned. So I can save this. Yes. So I've saved this. So let me try to start it again. Let me try to start it again. So it has failed again. But 8080. Yeah. So it was not properly saved the last time. So I have port 8080 on my file name. So I can close this. Now, how do you check that is actually installed? So what you just need to do, just come to your local host, check your local host if your local host is working. Let's check this first. Checking this first. Checking this first. Okay, my local host is working. So let me check if the patch is working properly. So 80, 80. So now it should show me it works. So this is good. So we can move on. So my patch is working. So now we've installed all the free components. So we are good to go on that. So the free components is completed. There are just three: Notepad, Java, and Apache, which has been installed. So the next one, what else? What else? What else? What else? I think there's nothing else. We've confirmed that. What else is? Let's start our installation proper. So the installation, we need to install all our classic core components. But note that classic core components, I'm going to break in this video. I'm going to break in it. I'm not going to do the installation at once, especially when it comes to the aspect whereby it's going to be lengthy. So let me just, I'm going to install the ADX admin. So my ADX admin, come down here. I say my this ADX admin. Now install. Now, okay. My ADX admin. Next. Now you need to give a component. No, you need to give a component name. No, okay. Yeah. Next. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a very good part for us to have um, our Sage X3. So, this is a very good part. Then, as the next, okay. So, we need to maintain. Now, this is a service port number. So, you can change it or maintain it, but it's advisable you leave it as default, except maybe you have another application that is using. So, let me just click on next, then next, next. So wait for that to finish installation. So that is done. So wait for it to start installation. So this is also done. Then we say done. So that is done. Remember we created a service account. So we need to attach the service account to the service the ADX admin has created on the system. So let's go into service. So let me search for services. Services. So then search for Sage. So this is it. So now expand this. So log on. So remember you created a service for this. So Sage dot services. Right? Check name. Then okay. So give the password Sage dot services. Then Sage dot services. All right. Then I can apply here. Then say okay. So what I'm going to do is just restart this service. So that service is restarted already. Then okay. Then I minimize this. Minimize this. How do I need it again? Okay, so moving on. So this is installed. Now we'll move on to the SQL server. Move on to the SQL server. Then I say next. Move on to the next server. Move on to the next server. Next. Next. Then give a component name. Depends on whatever you want to give. I'll be giving this X3 in caps. X3 PU8. Then I say next. Yeah, so it resides here. And I say next. And I say okay. Then next. Next. Then let's watch. Then it's done. Okay. Okay. So that's done. The next one is our X3 process server, which is our runtime. Runtime, 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 which is never a wrong time. Okay. Okay, so move on, click next again. We click next, we click next, next, then it's a new installation. So next, and give the component name. Make sure it's the same component name. X3 PU8. Then main processing server. Then next. Then next. Then click on OK. Then next. Next. Then wait for it. The next one is our application server. We go for the application server. So we should have done the application server. Okay, any which way. Okay, so done. So application server. So okay. So next. Next. The new installation. X3PU8. X3PU8. Right? Next. And next. Then okay. Next. Next. Now wait for it. Now run the X3 print server after this. So as soon as this is done, then we can do our we can install our console. Okay, we'll install our console also, but I'm not going to configure the console in this video. The console will have to be another video on its own. Reason why is so that people can actually search and get their needs immediately rather than trying to go through a particular video to check for a thing they can actually get in a bit. So wait, let me just show you my face again. While we wait for that to install, okay. Hi guys. Yeah, still here. Still, still here. So sorry. I just need to take something to cool off. Get it. So why we wait? Why this keep installing? Let's wait for this to uh, install fully. So I'll move to the next stage. Wow, this seems to be a very long process. Wait, someone asked me how long does it take X3 to install? All things being equal, you have every requirement on that particular system. Um, let's disregard the seed folder. Without the seed folder marked, without the seed folder, um, and on a very good system or a normal system, let me say 4 hours. Yeah, let me say 4 hours. But when it involves the seed folder, whew, if not careful, it will take a whole day. It will take a whole day, which let's say like 8 hours, 7 hours, depending on the system um, configuration. So I'm installing Hit just because I want to identify where I had issue. So I want to believe I should have a seamless process. So let's wait. Almost done. So we can do a countdown from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's good, like 50 seconds. Okay, that's done. So I can click on next, then done. So that's for the application. The application is done. Now let's go down to which one have we not installed here for the traffic core component. Let's say the printer server. Okay, then okay. So let me move this. Okay. Then next. You need to read this before you can click on I accept so that you understand what you're putting yourself into. And you can give it any component name, but this is outside um, the PU. It's component that we did, so I can still maintain the same thing. Give it any component name you wish to. Say good. Okay. Now next, you click on next again. So you allow it to finish its installation. For then do the console installing this. So on the application I see takes a lot of time among the components. This was the core component. So next, so let's wait. Let's wait. Something is actually installed at this point. I don't think I came across this. So let's just see. Okay, two things are not installed. Don't think. The next is for sudo console. X3 console. It seems to take a while also. Seems to take a while. So let's wait for it. Is it done? Yeah, almost done. Then I will also advise you to um, make sure you have your eyes on the installation so that um, you don't have anything skip out of your face. You are able to identify if there is any error message which it came, then just move out on. So what I do is I try as much as possible to have my eyes on it so that in case there's any situation, I know how to troubleshoot too. So still loading. Um, let's wait. It's 6 out of 20. Okay, almost done. You can see this is why I said you should always have your eyes on the screen. It's writing out some processes done. So, in case there is anything you can identify it directly. Okay, so this is completed. So I can click on next. So this is done. So my printer server is also done. Now let me do the management console installation. So console. Now this is so after this, then we'll look at the configuration of the console. Configuration is just like bringing all those things you have installed together. Make sure they reach each other, they're integrated to each other, including the server, which is your Microsoft SQL, and creating the data alongside with that. So click next. Say okay. This is this. So next. Um, So I say next. Yeah, let's just do it that. Now, next, next. So let's watch. Okay, this is done. This is done. So this is done. So I can click on OK. Now I have my installation done. So so far so good. We've been able to install all the things we need to set up or to configure our X3 console. So we've installed the Apache, which are the free component, part of the free components. We've installed the Java, we've installed the Notepad, we've installed, now coming down to the classical component, we've installed the ADX, and we also attached it to the Sage services we created as a user. We've also installed SQL Server, we've installed X3 application, we've installed X3 process server, we've installed X3 print server, we've also installed X3 console. So the next video is going to be talking about how do we configure our X3 console. So my name, let me show you my face again. Okay, so my name is Ainolu Midolainka, a senior business software consultant with Active Services Limited. Active Services Limited is a business partner, a certified business partner to uh, to Sage Pastel, and we. I'm also a certified consultant in this regard. So we can give you training, we can give you implementation, we can give you solution to your problem in terms of application that suits your business needs. So so whatever application you might be thinking about, let's have a chat, let's discuss, let's see how we can make sure that this work out for you and you enjoy um, uh, a smooth process with your day-to-day activities using the system. So thank you very much. So see you in my next video on how to configure your console management to your Sage X3. Thank you and God bless. Bye.